Coming up on Mountain News this morning, Pulaski County is saying goodbye to one of their emergency responders this weekend. And the FBI is training some of the Kentucky police force to better communicate with its community.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Madison Carmouche. We are coming up on 5 a.m. this morning on this happy Friday. We'll send it to Tim Drawbridge for a look at your forecast this morning.
It is most certainly a happy Friday, getting ready to rock and roll into the first full weekend of April, and it's going to be a little bit chilly the next couple of mornings too. Check out the live view outside our door here at WYMT. A few raindrops, a few snowflakes across the region. It's in the mid-30s, and we've got to talk about freeze warnings and freeze watches that will be in effect tonight into tomorrow morning. From Martin County to Pike County down to Bell, Knox, and Whitley counties, this is the freeze watch. Freeze warnings in effect tonight. Again, Magoffin, Johnson, Estill, Jackson, Rockcastle, down toward McCreary, as well as Wayne counties. Again, the overnight period tonight into tomorrow morning. Another unsettled day today before we deal with the frost and freeze issues tonight. But the weekend is bright. Temps right now warmer than this time tomorrow morning in the 30s region-wide. The pinpoint Doppler radar, a scattering of some, yes, rain and snow shower action as you make your way from the Mountain Parkway down toward Harlan, and the upper level feature dominating the scene still again today. For today, mostly cloudy, scattered rain showers, maybe some sleet showers this morning and into the mountains this afternoon, a high of 46. The weekend forecast in a few moments. Madison?
All right, Tim, thank you. A Southern Kentucky EMT killed in a line-of-duty crash will be laid to rest this weekend. Chasten McWhorter died Monday. He was in an ambulance when it collided with a semi on US 27 in Garrett County. A patient also died. McWhorter had only worked as the Somerset Pulaski EMS for a year and a half. Those who knew him say he was a joy to be around and made a big impact on his community.
He fulfilled a lot of voids, knowing how the shortage of how EMS is and keeping staff, but I mean, he worked a lot. He helped out a lot.
McWhorter's funeral will be at 2 Central Time Saturday at Clinton County High School in Albany. Visitation will be there today starting at 4 p.m. and will continue at 8 on Saturday morning. Rescue missions continue in Taiwan following the largest earthquake in the nation's recent history. Several are dead and hundreds were injured following the earthquake. Crews continue rescue missions, including in mines. Officials say dozens of miners are trapped but are believed to be alive. Here in Appalachia, there have been rescue missions in eastern Kentucky for trapped miners before. Kentucky Division of Mine Safety Director Tim Fugit, a native to the region, says miners have several certifications and trainings to prepare for underground work. Fugit says there are also annual inspections to ensure safety measures are met.
The statute requires 2 complete surface inspections. That's site inspections of the property and then all the equipment and the different things that are involved in it, like explosives and fuel storage and those type things.
Fugit also says they have protocols in the event miners are trapped underground. Communication is a vital part of the job for law enforcement. That's why state and local law enforcement agencies have spent the last few days working on how to better their presence in the media and the community. The FBI's Law Enforcement Executive Development Association conducts this training, holding around 70 classes each year throughout the country. Officials receive lessons on branding, media relations, crisis communication, social media, and more.
Some of the folks have never had a chance to handle a very serious crisis. We do that here. We try to emulate that so that when they go back into their community, if they have something that happens, they've got a little bit of experience doing it.
FBI officials say when law enforcement promotes transparency through media interviews or news conferences, it shows the community that they can depend on and trust them. The Corbin Tourism and Convention Commission is looking for its next executive director. Maggie Mulholland has served in that role for about a decade. She's accepted a new position at Cumberland Falls. During a taping of Issues and Answers, Mulholland said it was a tough decision to leave.
It's a very bittersweet time, but I am excited to have accepted the position of State Park Manager at Cumberland Falls State Resort Park. So a little later this month, I'll be starting my journey there.
Mulholland, Corbin Mayor Susie Rasmus, and East Kentucky Leadership Board member Sandy Curd are WYMT's guests on Issues and Answers this Monday night at 7. One of the major discussions will be about the upcoming East Kentucky Leadership Conference that will be held in Corbin for the first time. On to some national news this morning. The IRS is out with the latest Dirty Dozen list of the most common tax scams. Phishing and smishing are at the very top. That's when scammers will email or text you trying to get sensitive information. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger went over how to avoid scams on CBS Mornings yesterday. She reminded viewers, among other things, that the IRS will never threaten legal action, promise a refund, or send an email or text demanding immediate payment. She says scammers are preying on fear and greed.
Fear, we're freezing your account. Greed, you've got a tax refund. You get something like that, especially if it's time sensitive, then you just run the other way.
The IRS urges people to avoid clicking any links in an unsolicited email or text if they are uncertain. Ford is delaying production of 2 all-electric vehicles to allow time for the EV market to mature. Instead, it will focus on hybrid versions of all of its North American vehicles by 2030. As for the delays, a large all-electric SUV with 3 rows is being pushed to 2027, and an all-electric pickup truck is being delayed until 2026. The move comes as the entire auto industry rethinks plans for EVs. Thanks for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Still to come, looking for the perfect prom dress? One Eastern Kentucky business is hosting a giveaway for folks to find the right fit.
And the weekend, it's knocking on the door. Can we get rid of these showers? Can we get some warmer temperatures? We'll let you know. Your First Alert 7-day forecast is coming up right after the break.